2. We all know how Soldiers of Misfortune did, but how will Metal Saga fare?
It's got the name Atlas on it, so I've got a better feeling already.
An RPG published by Atlas is generally a good sign. So the game starts off, and apparently, I want to be a bounty hunter, just like my father, which is upsetting to my mother. She begs me not to travel down that road and instead become a mechanic. What is this, like class election? Yeah, okay. I'll repair my stuff while my allies fight. And so, LMMNO inherited the family business, spending his life as a mechanic. He would never fight a giant flying manta ray, nor he'd find a pet dog with a heavy artillery on its back. No, he wouldn't even encounter a cult of bodybuilders obsessed with ab tone and proper waxing techniques. Truly, LMMNO lived one of the most boring lives ever imagined. Sure, he eventually gets married, has a few kids, who go on to lead equally dull and boring lives. And of course, he dies quietly in bed. But every man dies. Not every man truly awakens an attractive female robotic weapon designed long ago by scientists that time forgot. LMMNO didn't anyway, that's for sure. Okay, first off, rude. Second off, leave my unborn kids out of this. And third, the credits are rolling out. Are you, what? I don't know if I should be mad or amused. Well, there you have it. Metal Saga, everybody! Okay, Mom, I understand you may want me to be a mechanic, but I'm sticking to my guns on this one and becoming a hunter. I guess that's kinda cool. Oh, it's gonna be just like that show Cowboy Bebop. And this game is eerily similar to Cowboy Bebop. Right off the top of my head, you're a bounty hunter. The dog looks the same. There's a hot cowgirl, and not to mention at the end credits it said, "See you next time." So, now, with all that established, I guess I should begin bounty hunting. So, where do I go? I wander for a bit and find trash zombies. Yeah, let's fight! So I fight the trash zombies, as well as these weird knife things on unicycles and some slugs. Apparently, there's a vehicle somewhere in the junkyard, and a hunter needs a vehicle. So, after about an hour of searching and 5 levels of leveling up, I found a fully functioning buggy. I drive around for a little bit and find my first bounty, the trash heap. This guy says you'll need to be at least a level 3 to survive, and he must not be a level 3 because he turns tail and run. But not me. I go in, exchange blows, and I kill it. Then I head on back to town and collect my sweet, sweet reward money. 1,000 G's. Oh yeah! So after that, I'm told I should go get a mechanic in the nearby town. And that's it. That is the last thing I will ever be told to do in this game. After that, no clues. Just blind wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. So I head on over to the next town and find a kind Japanese man who tells me that I can borrow one of his kids as a mechanic. I couldn't find his son, but his daughter was right there. Yo, Misha!
Oh, you have a proposition for me?
Huh. Look at my face.
Does this look like the face of a man who's freaking joking?
All right, count me in.
Wait, what? However, before I can marry Misha, I gotta ask her pop if that's okay. And he's just so happy about it, he turns into a bird. And he just keeps flapping his arms. He just keeps flapping his arms. Presumably for all eternity. Then we go and check if my mom's okay with the wedding, and she is. And then Misha and I get married, and look, they actually made character models of her in a dress and me in a tux. Wow, okay, nice. And so LMMNO and Misha were happily married. Misha became Nina's apprentice, and LMMNO took over managing the garage. Their business grew, and they started a franchise known as Spiffy Tube, which boasted a 10-minute ammo change that left competition in the dust. Spiffy Tube grew rapidly, popping up across the landscape, until it was the subject of a news expose titled Crooked Arms Dealers, which sent the company into financial ruin. LMMNO once again resumed his role as a hunter, this time training a new generation in the subtle art of garbage picking. And the credits are rolling again. Wait, when did I last save? When did I last save?
Alright, so on my third attempt at this game, I simply asked Misha to travel with me and maintain the LMMN Oppie. And so we suit her up and head off to collect a bounty that I am vastly unprepared for. And Misha pays the ultimate price. She gets gunned down in the street like the degenerate she is. No problem though. I'll just use I don't know what item heals people from KOs in this game. Whatever, I guess we'll just go to the inn and then holy cow, she's in a casket now. That's dark, even for us. So I get to the inn and rest, and I am still lugging a corpse around with me. Huh, I actually got her killed, and there is no way to bring her back. So I head off to level up, and then I stumble into a camp where some barbarians are harassing some merchants. Okay, not so much harassing as they are straight up murdering them. And so I step in to help, and it goes just about as well as you'd think. I wake up on a slab in the first town. This creep, Dr. Morton, is more than happy to defibrillate me. For free, in fact. That's kinda cool. How many games will bring you back from dead for free? So I have him tase Misha, and I head back on my way. Now if I die, I simply have to head all the way back to the first town and have him yank the soul out of heaven and shove him back into the corpse. So we head back to where I died and pick up my tank. And then we run into more random encounters like this half-praying mantis, half-helicopter thing, and, this? So I kill them and loads of other stuff, rent a tank, and go back and kill Bugsy for the $1,500 reward. Sweet. After that, I head into an abandoned ramshackle base and find a tank there, which is great, because you need as many tanks as you have people. They're so squishy, and you've seen that the death of an ally means a 15-minute diversion back to the very first town. So I pilot the LMMNOOP, and I have Misha pilot the and then I find another town that has wanted posters for the Tankosaurus and the coolest looking wanted poster of all time for Colonel Blueberry. Nearby is an abandoned building that has an anti-aircraft tank, which I would love since most of the attacks to flying enemies miss. However, this particular tank is property of the Blueberry Army, and that means not us. But this guy isn't gonna fight me, because they're pacifists. I mean, if he fought me and lost, I'd be able to take the tank. If he doesn't fight, he can't lose. And then I can't take the tank.
No, what? Wow. Well, dang. I guess he's right.
The Blueberry Army, eh? This must be where Colonel Blueberry is, right? So I head into the bowels of the factory looking for the Colonel. But at the bottom, I don't find him. But what I did find is the Tankosaurus. And I was killed on the spot. Okay, a big boss worth a ton of cash. Naturally, training is necessary. Maybe I should buy some better gear for my tanks, too. So I trained for an hour against these difficult-to-hit birds and head in for round 2. And it was going pretty well until he did one of the cheapest tactics I have ever seen in a video game. Go out of range. I was absolutely kicking the trash out of Tankosaurus, and he takes 2 steps back and it's impossible for me to hit him anymore. So, since I couldn't hit him for the remainder of the match, I died.
Oh, I still can't get over how stupid that is. You can't just go out of range.
Yeah, Bob. So, core competency, corporate, client-centered solutions, monetize our assets, stuff like that. Hold on, Bob. Gorman.
Yes?
I'm gonna need you to fill out this report by the end of the day.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop you right there. Now, you see, I just went out of range, so you can go ahead and file that yourself.
You know what, Norman, on second thought, why don't you just march your little butt down to HR?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob. So it looks like we're gonna have to downsize.
Oh, and here's another thing that really blows my trumpet. Here's him in range. Here's him out of range. The second thing is we are using guns. How can my bullets not hit something that size from this range? So another 2.5 hours of training. Then I come back in and blast him hard until he goes out of range. Then I hop out of my tank and start using my remote laser, which I guess is like a satellite beam or something that costs 200 G per shot, but at least I can hit this out of range piece of garbage. 1 EXP? No, I'm glad that I had to fight the Demon Dino of Cheap Street boss and able to get 1/100th of a level. Now, after that, I get to fight Colonel Blueberry. Now, while the Tankosaurus was 5 levels below ground, Colonel Blueberry is 5 levels up, and I gotta fight through a new type of pacifist on each level. But then we meet the man, the myth, the legend, and I gotta say, I knew he was cool from his wanted poster, but I didn't know just how magnificent he was. This majestic being is what every little girl wants to grow up to be. I mean, look at him, chilling with his sunglasses and his Vladimir Lenin facial hair and a pipe. A freaking pipe! He's got a Playboy bunny on each arm, and to fight you, he just climbs onto some buff dude, like one of those baby backpack things. What do they call them? Baby carriers? Okay, so anyway, we get to fight the whole time, and he just yawns and falls asleep and drinks wine. Not once does he or his bodyguard attack you. I mean, he does have some scrubs, but they go down easy, and after they're gone, all he did was drink wine until his bodyguard got overwhelmed, dropped him on the ground, and then fell over and crushed him. The way all great heroes go. So after that, I am too weak to go anywhere else, so I try my luck with the dog cave again and realize that's not gonna work. Apparently, the correct way to go through the cave was to take the train. They were selling tickets earlier, but I thought it was like a show, but it was for the train. So I bought a ticket and forgot my tanks. So I took a quick break from the game and learned about the teleporter that lets you go back to any city you've already been at. And I learned about 2 people that I can hire to my team. So I go back, get my tanks, grab another ticket, go to Alice 1, and go into the saloon and find these 2 fighting over what's better, the sword or the gun. Now, I would like to take the hot cowgirl, but I'm pretty sure everybody does that. So for anybody who's already played this game, or if you plan to play it yourself, I took Rashid, just so you can see what the other side has to offer. Like the coolest revival animation of all time. Check it out, he was dead a couple minutes ago, and he just hopped straight up onto his feet. And then I went back and got myself a dog. I'm pretty sure, much like Charlene, everybody goes ahead and picks the St. Bernard. So I went with this little miscreant. Alright, we just set this to popcorn mode, and I'll name you Jake. So I give Jake a knife, Rashid a tank, and I head out. But since Jake can't take safety inside of a tank, he dies instantly. Jake, he's been a good dog, my best friend, right through it all. If I die before I wake, feed Jake. I am not rushing back and forth every other battle to revive this pup. So I guess I'm just gonna haul this full-sized human cast around with me for the remainder of the game. Or at least I would, but then I went to the Church of Muscle. As mentioned in my first ending, there is a cult of bodybuilders obsessed with ab tone and proper waxing techniques. Their leader, Gluteus Maximum,
Butts.
is always looking for new converts, and he has a bounty on his head. So I take my team and then join them, and then I volunteer for the advanced lessons. Right before I go into the trials, a guy and girl, that's their names, go in, and in a matter of seconds they are turned into bronzed gods and goddesses. I say something fishy is going on and they attack me. The woman one-shots each member of my team, and so I go back to Dr. Morton to be revived. Oh dear, another loss! Well, at least I'm ripped as heck. So I get back to business with grinding, and I get a lot of EXP. I have no idea how I level up this much. Almost every fight gives me 100 EXP, and I jump from level 20 to level 40 in about an hour, and then I decide to take on a boss named Granddaddy Kong. Unfortunately, I lost the footage for this, but it did result in the most annoying thing ever. So in the fight, 2 tanks were destroyed and Misha was killed. So without Misha, I can't fix the tanks. so I can only tow one of them with me. So I grab one and head down the mountain, running from every single fight because I only have one person left. And then teleport back to the first town and have Dr. Morton revive Misha, and I get Rashad's tank fixed. Then I climb all the way back up the mountain, running from every single fight so Misha doesn't die. And then I have her fix the tank, and I go all the way down the mountain again, once again, running from every single fight, because if the tank gets hit, it gets destroyed again. And I need to hit up a shop so I can re-armor it. And all of that only took 40 minutes, with no leveling up or progression. Yay! The next 3 hours consisted of me grinding while learning the nearby map, up to level 56, and then I attempted to kill this bridge keeper who made a Monty Python reference, and then massacred me. So I decided to hit up the cult again. I did better, but I was eradicated before I even met the boss. I was about ready to give up on this game. All this training and I can't hurt the bosses. I was about to give up, but then I met another boss. Just randomly out of the blue, Cyber Pig. And I started wailing on him. Eventually he did the classic go out of range technique. However, Rashad and Misha have long range cells. He used his piglet attack. Oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. I guess if I can kill at least one boss every so often, this game might actually be worth. Cyberborg has fled. I'm done! I'm weak! This game has broken me.
So, this game ended up breaking me. Not like Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. It's more like it broke my spirit and slowly eroded away in it. With this game having no clear objective or, even a reason to play, I just eventually gave up on it. I mean, I will say it is better than Army Men Soldiers of Misfortune, but I don't know. If I had to give the game like a solid rating, I give it the official Heemin Gamin. No, not really. Out of 5.
And so Chet continued making mediocre and poorly audio-balanced YouTube videos, spending his life as a videographer. He actually did fight the giant flying manta ray, and he got a pet dog with a bayonet on its back. Heck, he even encountered that cult of bodybuilders obsessed with ab tone and proper waxing techniques. Truly, Chet lived one of the most meh lives ever imagined. Sure, he eventually, well, if he had kids, they would probably go on to lead equally meh lives. And of course, he'll eventually die screaming in an Arctic blizzard. But every man dies. Not every man truly awakens I didn't actually get to this part. Awakens an attractive female robotic weapon designed long ago by scientists that time forgot. Chet didn't anyway, that's for sure.
I really wanted to like this Atlas RPG, but it's just lacking so much clarity. But here's the thing, I don't know if it's bad enough to be locked away in the forest. That's for games that I have no intention of ever playing again. As for this game, I could see myself wanting to boot it up again. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll just meet it halfway and put it in the same box that I keep Yukinoko Burning in. Tune in next time! Go.
Yeah, Bob. So it looks like we're gonna have to downsize. Yes, and this report is important. Who else is gonna file this dang Pokédex? Meowth isn't just gonna enter himself! Synergy, Bob! Synergy!